Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Battle for Brisbane land. We are into map 3 of this best of 3 between Krew and Hype.
Correct.
So we are one apiece.
We are from an awesome comeback from Hype on that second map, Mirage. Complete. If you guys missed it, just watch the VOD. It was awesome. Showed how to play CT on Mirage, I guess.
Hype down about 14-4, I think it was, or 13-4.
13-4, yeah.
And winning the match. So great stuff by them. You don't see comebacks that big on Mirage that often.
No, you do not, no.
You know, maybe if it was Nuke, you could see it. But yeah, that map being good. And of course, we got Cobble now, which of course, I don't think any competitive Australian game has been on Cobble.
No,
so
we were just talking about that.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no Australian, like, we've never really seen it. We've never been able to gauge it against anything. So this is going to be a pioneering sort of
displeasure by some of the ball crew wanting to play this, not wanting to play this map, but
so what happened with that? They just wanted
to switch it out for another map if they could.
Ah, okay.
And
That's
not play it, but
I mean they knew what was how the veto was happening.
They knew the veto worked, and they said
they could have easily vetoed.
They went to the other team and they said, "Do you want to swap it out for something else because this map sucks?" But that's just in their opinion because they haven't been practicing it. Apparently, Hype has. So it's for them.
It's completely balanced. It's not the veto process isn't biased to any team.
Exactly right. And we've been seeing this map at Katowice, and we've been seeing some good games on. Everyone thought it was going to be pretty rough to start off with, but we've had really good games at Katowice on this map. So a bit of play on Star Ladder recently as well. So it's not terrible. Like we've been seeing some play from it. You're gonna have to really do the analysis on it because I'm not an expert on Cobble. So that'll be on you.
That's all right. That's all right.
But we're gonna get into the match really soon. They are just warming up at this point in time. They just had to have a break for food and stuff like that. It's getting a bit late here, and everyone was feeling a bit weary.
Yeah,
so
it's getting.
I was feeling a bit like that. I don't think I really had lunch yet. I've been casting pretty much all day.
Yeah.
And so it's actually good to just sit down and eat some food. But we're going to get into this one as soon as possible. They are still just warming up. It will be interesting to see how they play on this one. Are you expecting anything in particular, or which side are we looking at to favour?
Okay, so it was the ball crew guys who said that they don't know how to play the map. And it's important to sort of know where you can sort of just aggressively pick on T side. In Europe, they consider it a team map, but there are teams like Virtus Pro, for example, who can just come out with massive CT halves. Like the idea of the fact that the map is T biased falls more to the fact that, it was so CT biased, now it's getting more balanced. They're like, now it's all completely T biased, and sort of favors that very aggressive play.
I think from what I've been seeing from Katowice, having a good, strong AWPer on the CT side is what you really need to keep it in the balance. And that can definitely work, like Pasha or JW. Work really well on this. Now seeing the knife round now, so it is a 2v1. We're going nowhere, always the last left alive, and he's going to go for a sprint. He's going to go somewhere, as he tends to do, and he's just going to run away. This is what he does every time, and we'll see what he does. He's going to jump off the edge. Hopefully he doesn't kill himself, because he's only on 45. This is an absolute spectator sport. You can just... So we're gonna watch this. Nowhere being a right fool. The pizza is out of the equation now. We are at 38 seconds left in this knife round. I'm not quite sure why they're taking so long.
Just the production funny shit happening at the moment.
Nowhere. Waiting. They're killing the chicken. Oh, he's got him from behind. Hid behind the wall.
Wow.
Bigfoot with the stealth assassin.
Board crew love their slow knife rounds.
They really need to get down nowhere first. Because otherwise he just runs around and never catch him again. But he loses anyway. It just makes it a 4-minute knife round for some reason, Just a pain in the ass. But, we're going to be into this one. Pissed around coming through. How important is it for CT if they want to keep it and get forward on their advantage? Why is the stream stopped?
So LMS is a good AWPer. You were talking about if the AWPer can pick up their game, that they're going to have a good CT half.
So we are looking at this one.
It's a very important round.
Mont has picked up one. Requiem has another. For some reason, our stream might be frozen. If that's the case, we'll get onto it very, very shortly. We're looking at Mont taking out some damage here. Rockfort going to pick up one in return. He's looked pretty solid tonight. The Dak play was very, very good coming out for for on Mirage there. Looks like a little frag through the window. Can he do anything? He's down on... Wow, that's aggressive when you're on 2 HP. And can he do any more? No, he's going to have to reload. Falls back slightly and he dies. And that will be a pause going through. Someone goes absolutely hype. And we got a pause. Coming through. We are live, apparently. Sorry for that, guys. We are putting it back on. We're going to try and get the unpause as soon as possible. We had a bit of our stream died for a second. We're not sure quite what happened. But we've sorted that out. I hope we've got vision of what's going on.
Hopefully everyone's tuning into this
So,
awesome match.
Terrorists have won that round. That is... was that just the knife or have they done pistols already?
That was pistols.
That was pistols,
So
okay,
yeah, the teams managed to win, pull that out of the hat. They did a nice mid-split, so they went down the drop, I think, and yeah. They
played it pretty well. We'll see what they do. Bad, bold Krew.
all day.
It's a silly name because none of them are bald.
No.
So
I think Nerox is getting there, but not quite.
Yeah. We're going nowhere. It's taken down one already. The T looking good for this push onto this B side. See where they can go. Nowhere. Can he find a few more? He has 3 frags, but goes down eventually. Good start there for Bald Krew. But this is how they started in the other map, and they eventually ended up losing. So we'll have to see what they can do. Considering they're not familiar with this map, it's a good start.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, you were saying that you were asking me if the pistol was important. The pistol's going to be important for either team. If you're getting any rounds, it's going to be important, especially following up with the ecos. Yeah,
it's more like when I talk about the, you're getting a T-side pistol on like Nuke, for example, was great because you could string together maybe 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And that's obviously more important than, CT get the pistols or whatever. You're just going to win earlier. So yeah, I try and make sure there's like not some really significant advantage, but there's probably not.
I think we'd have more to talk about if there was something to compare this map against to.
Exactly
but like you were talking about before, this is the first time we've seen Cobble in a competitive match on land for Australia. Yeah, it's going to be tough to on the fly, I guess. JB?
Yeah, I mean, Cobble's an interesting map because there are so many different ways and options and ins and outs you can take, and uppers and lowers. Yeah, exactly right. And it's really a cool map because I do like the aesthetic of it as well.
Sure.
Like the castle environment is really cool. So it's actually good to see it back in comp, and we'll see how it goes. We've got a couple of maps coming in now. The new overpass. Everyone's pretty used to it by now, but this Australian scene is still a little bit rough. We've also got Train coming in instead of Nuke, so that'll be an interesting thing. Actually, Rockfort going to hide out in the hut, but gets taken down. He had the open shot and just flat out missed. So Nerox going to take down Goomba, and Nerox also takes down Bigfoot, and that's almost a clean ace. Only lost 1, so they're good first couple of rounds here for Bald Krew.
Rockfort really stuffed that up. He had the opportunity to drop the bomb planter, and in turn delay for his team to actually get back towards him. What he should have tried to do there was try to hit the player off the bomb, then the player on the bomb. He went for the opposite player. Didn't really work out for him.
So we are into the 3rd round. Orps coming, 1 AWP coming through for Hype, but T-side just going for those AKs. They are looking very solid. We're going nowhere. Has already picked up Animus. Can he find any more? Silic's going to find 1. The plant came down, but it wasn't quite good enough. Nerox, we're going nowhere. Pick up 2 in return, and it is the 3v2. Rockfort and who is that left? I can't quite see. Oh, Bigfoot. That damn number is correct. His name. I keep looking at it. He keep left blood. Anyway, so Requiem, we're going nowhere. He's looked so good on this map so far. I don't know if he's been practicing this one, but actually gets taken down there. He's been fragging really, really heavily, and he's probably one of the MVPs of this series so far. We'll have to see what he can do. Rockfort actually finds... No, that was Bigfoot. He missed as well. But Bigfoot gets another one, gets 2, and they're going to be able to defuse. He's got the kit, and good recovery there from Hype. They were 2v3, and they pulled that out pretty cleanly. Yeah,
Bigfoot played really patiently. He waited for his teammate to contest the statue player, and managed to pick him from 2 angles. Caught him off guard. The T teammate was actually hidden in the drop zone, so he wasn't directly able to help protect his teammate on the bomb. And yep, managed to force that 1v1 battle.
This is good. More buys coming out from both teams. Of course, now Hype have been able to get one in a get that map so they can get their second one. They managed to save the AWP at the end of the round. They didn't lose it, and that's where it comes into effect. Animus taking down Nowhere, probably the best player for Ball Krew this match. Animus gets a second, so really lucky they had that gun. We'll be able to find anyone else on this? Requiem peaks, gets taken down by Silix. Nerox up, trying to get behind a couple of people. He might be able to do it. He's going to fall in behind his teammate here. Elim is here as well. He jumps down. He goes for the duel. Gets taken down. Goomba goes for the Goomba stomp, and Silix also picks up one. And that is 2-3 to Hype, and they are really getting a few rounds together now. It's looking very even.
Yep, so they won their first gun round. They won the second gun round. They did well to Molotov off the drop zone. They knew that the T's which are trying to use that area quite a lot. So yeah, good counterplay.
Yeah, they've been playing particularly well so far. This is all Tech 9s coming from Bold Krew now. They've got a couple of armors here and there, a couple of grenades, but not too many. But they're going to go for a bit of a rush. Mont coming through into the area. Oh, they tagged him, but they don't do too much. Goomba, though, taking down 2. Can he find any more? Elim looking for it. Silix finds one, and Elim finds the other. So that's 2 down, and only 2 left on site for Board. And they've been tagged a little bit. Nero's down pretty low. Some good spray coming through. Elim, can he find him? Not quite. Silix takes his 3 frags for the round, and that's going to be the defuse. And now 3 all, rarely even.
So that's 2 bomb downs in a row for the terrorists, Bold Krew. They're going to have money. They're going to have money for a while now, so we see them buy out. They can still keep trying to kill as many CTs as they can. That time I think they dropped 2. If they can keep getting 3 each round, it doesn't matter if they don't win the round. They're going to start forcing the CTs to eco when they do eventually win that one round.
So Elim are going to be on that AWP, trying to match the awesome AWPing of Animus in that last round. He really got his team the early advantage. He got 2 frags pretty early on, and that was exactly what they needed to push into side here. Can he find any more? It doesn't look like he will, but Mont's going to peek across. Instant one-tap headshot onto Animus, and that is exactly the way to get the AWP off the table. Can he find the next one? Can't duel Rockford. Rockford picks up 2, actually. Not sure where the second one's from, but did pick up 2. And it looks like Requiem going to duel. Does get Silix down, doesn't get the second one, though. That's Goomba coming through. Nowhere and Elim sitting together. Not really sure where they're going to go. They're going to try and probably move over to the A site unless they take a right here. But it looks like they're going to try and push forward into that site. There is only defended by one sitting in the that middle connector, and where they will be able to fall across from, don't know. We'll see if they can pick up Rogue Fort sitting in the back here really quickly.
They're holding very passive lines. They've got no info of where the team.
You can actually kill a few people from this. I remember seeing one of the Fnatic boys sitting there with a pistol and picking up like 3 kills there. People don't expect it all the time. You know, it's a pretty real passive position to hold. You've got to be there for a long time as well, because they've spent so much time walking up in here.
These have creeped in the whole way. They might have to find it.
They have. They did. Instant. They looked right there. They knew he was coming. Knew he was going to sit there, but they don't know Goomer's coming from behind. They don't actually see anyone. This would be a good grenade if it'll hit. Doesn't hit him down. He's on, what, 1 HP? Unlucky nade there. Just didn't do enough damage. It's up to Bigfoot and Goomba to try and retake the site if they so wish to win this round and move forward to 4-3. Of course, Bold Krew trying to do the same. Bigfoot finds the first. He only has to find one more. Goomba finding that one is all down, and that'll be a defuse. 5 seconds coming on the clock for that one. And good recover here. They were 3-0 down, now 4-3.
Yeah, so the hype train, it's back already. They've got 4 rounds in a row now. They're going to build their economy. They're going to try and just get as many rounds as possible on this CT side. They're going to try and, like, you know, really put the pressure on Bold Krew to try and get their CT rounds when the team swap. Yeah,
Bold Krew seem to have to crumble under a little bit of pressure if their, hype starts stringing together a couple of rounds. So that all starts to fall apart for Bold Krew, but, they have a chance now to recover. I mean, it's really early in the map still. This is only the 8th round. Be able to see if anyone can find any picks as they keep dueling through here, and it seems to go pretty much 1 for 1 every time. So we'll see what happens. They can hear him definitely. I mean, he's making a noise like an elephant. Jumps up, and Requiem goes down to Silix. Silix just taking his time using that silenced M4, and he walks away with the easy frag. And at this stage, it's going to be a slow rotation into the site. This is very, very strange. They're going for a split. But everyone's still up. Nerox, they're actually finding one, but they'll now think it's, they'll pull 2 over and 1 goes down. But the B side is where the bomb is. The B side is getting swarmed though now. They know where it is. It's going to be one apiece. Goomba has to get into sight. Can he find it? Not quite. Just hit the wall. Silix is ready for this one, though. They are peeking either side, but this is where it starts to go. Elim finding one. Can he find a second? Goes through the pot and takes him down. And this is where they have to defuse, but there is one behind the crate. They're going to wait for the fake defuse. And Mont walks in from behind. Can they find anyone? This is looking very good for Bold Krew. They can't defuse, but they're going to die probably to the bomb. Can he get away?
Mont timed that really well.
They did. That was a great play. They knew exactly when the defuse was coming out. They sort of had to go for it too because there was only very little time left on the clock.
Exactly.
They still had 2 people there to peek and did it well. You know, they didn't find anyone hype, and so that makes Bold Krew get back 4-4. So now we got a lot of AKs coming through.
This is a good round right here. If Hype can win this back, it's going to not give the T's any momentum. It's going to force them to struggle to get more rounds in a row.
Not going to get walked on here. Does he find anyone? Rockford takes him down. He had his back turned to the couple-man push coming through. And he just sent one out, but it was enough to take him down. Silix also takes down one. Takes down 2 through the smoke. They just walked in one after the other. And Silix was in an awkward position for the T side. And he took both of them down. Nerox finding one frag, as he seems to do so often. Just finding that one in the middle of nowhere, nothing happening. He'll get a pick on someone. And that's exactly what they need, considering they're so far down in this round. 2 versus 4. Now, Requiem and Nerox. You couldn't ask for 2 better players to be alive at this stage to try and clutch you this round. Maybe Nowhere could help, but, you know, he's dead, so he does what he can do. We are watching them as they make their way across to A. Not many people holding it, and they're in sort of an awkward position, so there's definitely the potential for Bold Krew to make their way in here. There's no one really peeking out the doors when they walk out, so they're going to get an easy advance in here, and it'll be up to Hyper to find them as they get up these stairs. They sort of can maybe hear them or something. They knew the flash was there at the exact right time, and that is a good read. But Requiem does find his first, doesn't find the second. Rockford hiding in a good spot. Nerox finding it. Will he manage to get another one? The flash comes out. They know he knows he's standing up there, but he's going to go for the plan. Might as well get that money if you're going to go down.
He's got no time. Yeah,
that's the other thing, though. He's put it down. Can he go for it? He gets the sprayer down to 7. Looks for a peek. Doesn't find it, and that is going to be the defuse coming through. So it looked okay there for a second, but it wasn't 2v4, so not that hard.
Yeah, it was pretty unfortunate of him at the end there. If he managed to pick off Silix, like only left on 11 HP, he forced that directly into 1v1. He knew if he went for that first peek, Silix's teammate wouldn't have been able to actually help him out and trade that frag. But he wasn't able to get it.
So Tech9's coming through. We got only 2 armors for them, but pretty full buy coming out from Hype. No AWP though, so we'll have to see what they can do without one. They have looked good when they have an AWP in their hands, but you know they'll make do without it, I'm sure. We are seeing like a heavy push onto the A side. There's not many people here, but they will just fall back through connector. This will be a fairly decent nade coming out. They are holding this pretty efficiently. This is where it does suck for them. Rockford trying to go for the 1v1 duel, and no one killed anyone at this stage. It's still all on the board. Elim actually finds the first. Bigfoot trying to find him, but Elim finds a second. This is a good eco for Bold Krew. But Goomba stomps them both down, takes 2, and it is only Mont and Requiem left. The bomb's being planted, so not terrible. Will they find anyone through there? Not quite. He is quite low. Requiem finds one. He does need to find a second one very soon because Mont is very, very low, but he does have a rifle. This could be advantageous. If they peek at the same time, he's turned the wrong way around. He finds the headshot. This is looking fantastic here for Bold Krew. Actually picks up that rifle. They know he's going to be there. Does he peek it? He does. Goomba on the roof. Mont, get down from there. You crazy. He's got such a little amount of time left. He just has to play it passively. Is it enough? He picks the headshot, but it's not going to be enough to defuse. And he does. He does. So actually, great performance there from Bold Krew, holding that side very effectively.
Yeah, it was quite well done, but yeah, the T's played really well to get that bomb down first, get the frags to get themselves into the A site, and then Requiem with that Tech9 just managing to just block off that rotating player into the balcony area. Yeah,
because they got into a really good position. They really got up there quickly, didn't leave any long-range duels with the Rec9. They got in there nice and close and used it to its full effectiveness. And we'll see what they can do now that they have full AKs versus the Eco coming out from Hype. That will be good for them unless something disastrous happens, but, probably an easy round here. Requiem actually picks up the first. They're going to flash down. They'll probably jump down onto him. Yes, it does. Nerox finding one. Can they find him more? He knows he's in HUD. He's wall-banged him. Can he find him through the corner, though? Finds him when he's got his back turned, and he does take him down. Bigfoot going to walk into this one and actually pulls out the headshot. I don't know how he hit that one. That was a great little flick.
Falling headshot, always a good frag.
That was a great frag. Bigfoot going to walk out. He has his knife out. Rockfort using his P2K Fire Elemental. Actually managed to get the red line, but he gets stuck in the window. And that cost him his life there. You know, a couple of little things just going wrong.
Well, Gunlock put himself into a really good position from coming up behind at side alley. He really just blocked off any kind of save, so it's good. Yeah,
they played that pretty well. It looks like another eco coming out here from Hype. They do have a bit of money. I'm surprised they're going for another eco. Like, they got 7K on a couple of people. I guess they're really just making sure they can afford everything they want next time.
Yeah, I mean, they've had some pretty good moments where they've held momentum. So I'm hoping they think they won't do that again. They don't want to go for a buy that's not quite there.
So they are pretty on this one aggressively. A limb missing pretty much everything, but Nerox and Requiem pick them up. Rockfort also is taken down nowhere with his pistol. We'll have to see if they can make any more out of this. Nerox going to find someone in the window. I think it was Rockfort or Bigfoot. And it was Bigfoot, definitely. He's got to sit here with his Orion and try and get a shot on here. It doesn't look like it. They are holding the site very effectively, other teams, because they have the advantage. Obviously, Rockfort does have an AK now, so I'll be able to see if he can get into sight and do something, I suppose, or maybe just try and save. They'll have enough money either way next round to buy, so well, I guess I might as well try and go in. They're going to go for the shot. He's underneath. Nerox over the top. Goomba misses just about everything, and they just got to rush out. Can they find him? They pretty much do instantly. Rockfort, the only one left alive. Going to save that AK. That'll help him a little bit. Don't peek out. He's going to do it, isn't he? He's going to get... They didn't see him. That's excellent. So
what happened there was the CTs who were left in the drop area or in the mid-con area, they pushed up. They stayed there. They knew because Rockfort had the weapon, and he needed to save it. If they had just fallen back and given up that area, the Ts could have pushed up earlier, maybe gotten more map, might have found Rockfort, but he found that, yeah, he actually managed to survive and save his AK.
So, Dak for Rockfort. He saw how well that worked on Mirage. He's back for vengeance with it, and they need to pick up a couple of rounds in a row now that you said, you know, they definitely have the advantage to do it. You know, that Inferno Extinguished just there. Animus going to take down Noe. He hasn't had the AWP for a little while now, but it's been, I think it's sort of hurt them not having that AWP. He gets those early frags. It opens up the map for the CTs, and it's just not happening at the moment. We'll have to see what they can do with this. Animus holding out the site pretty well. Nerox trying to find an opening, but just no one peeking him. So this is really good patient play from Hype as they try and hold on to the shred of this round. They do have the advantage now. That was a good fire into the back there. Silix actually takes one. Nero does find the pick, but surely they'll be able to find him again. He's going to smoke off that peeking position. Nerox getting into a good position. Does find the AWPer, I think. No AWPer, the Dak, sorry. And Nerox in a good position to hold this one up. He's done it a couple of times. He's spraying. He's found two. Nerox with the 4 frags so far. Can he find the 5th? The bomb is down. Will this be a one-man ace? This will be interesting to see. They have to go for it really, but he's got to look up. Gets taken down. It is all on Mont now. He has the advantage. Goes down. Good shot there. He's really good with that headshot.
That's the second time we've seen a T post-plant just under the balcony, just like sort of hold off the rotation. I don't know. They haven't practiced map, but they're doing pretty well.
Yeah, I think definitely they just know where everyone's going to come through. I mean, I guess you don't have that many strats prepared, but if you know where they're coming from, you can just generally hold them off anyway. So yeah, they've been doing pretty well. I mean, I guess both teams are pretty inexperienced on this map, and we'll have to see what they can do. I think Requiem just 30 hit himself from jumping off something, so that was not a good start to their round. No. And they're going to walk into this one. Can they find the duel? Animus with the Swag 7 takes down one. Can he find a second? Not quite, but Silix did take down one. Goomba finds another. They are going for a bit of a long-range duel here. Goomba does find a third for the round. He's only got one himself now, but Nowhere going to get Silix down pretty quickly. That's a good little smoke there coming from Nowhere. I'll be able to block some things off. Rockfort going to push into the site, and someone gets naded. That's Goomba going down. Couple of grenades flying here and there. Nowhere in the long-range battle. Can he find anyone? Not quite. This is a good hold from the T's on this side, and that is good from Nowhere. It's one apiece. And Bold Krew picking up that round, and it is going to be the last round here, and it's going to be probably a forced buy from both teams now, and actually not from the CT,
I think
Terrorists, from CT.
Yeah, so it's last round. They've got nothing to lose. They have to obviously try and win the round. Yeah, definitely a good T side from Ball Krew. They've got 9 rounds so far on the less favourable side, whatever people think this map is. But no, their aggressiveness is working in the drop area and on post plants. Really
so we are looking good for this push. The Swag 7 again, but this time for a different member. They put it on Bigfoot this time instead of Animus. Animus going back to that M4. Will they be able to find anyone? It's coming through. He's being flashed out, though. Perfect timing on that flash push. They're getting down. Nowhere gets one. Rockford gets one. Requiem gets another. So Monlife is actually only on 2 HP. So it's going to be pretty hard for them to hold off and push into any site that they need to. They do have 4 members, though, so they do have a bit of an advantage in terms of that. But they still have to get into a site. They are working their way into A, and they might just get there. Hopefully they can get the bomb down for their sake, and they'll see if they can fight this one out. A bit of a slow push here. Nerox finds one. Requiem finds another. They push the advantage. And that's a good half.
That's a really good half for Krew, yeah. So 10 rounds, obviously, you want to get that much round, that many rounds. They put themselves in a position now where even if they don't know how to hold, like we were talking about in the first map on Mirage, if they don't really want to team play, if they don't know what angles to hold, they put themselves in a position where they can actually still win just off individual play. Individually,
they've been quite well. Nerox and Nowhere have been absolutely fragging the hell out of this match. 15 so far apiece. You know, that's absolutely fantastic for them. And we're going to have to see how Hype can come back from this. Because it was 5-5, and now it's 10-5 to Bald Krew. So let's see what they go for this one. It is a bit of a push into this drop zone, and they come through. Bigfoot very aggressive. Going for the duel, gets taken out by Requiem. Rockford going to come through as well. Does find the return frag. Double hook shots coming out for both of those players there. Rockford. Did he find another one there? No, not quite. So, still hanging on. Nerox and Mont find one apiece. And that is a good start. Here, Nerox finding another one, and this is a perfect start to the second half for Bald Krew. There's one left alive, Goomba. He's going to try and get into the side here, but it's going to be difficult. I mean, there's going to be a bit of a boost coming up somewhere for 2 of the Bald Krew players.
Into the drop zone, I think. So
yeah, try and come in behind. They sort of know he's coming. He gets tagged so heavily.
It's worked really well.
Great start for this half for the Bald Krew.
So you're talking about in the first half pistol, getting 10 rounds in the first half and getting the second round pistol. I don't think they got the first round pistol, no. Yeah, they actually did. They did. They got the first 3 rounds.
They won the first 3, then lost the next 3, I think it was.
Yeah, it was, yes. So, yeah, they've got both pistols, and they're putting themselves just in an awesome position to win this map.
I mean, they have looked very solid, considering they didn't want to play this map. It's working out quite well for them.
It is,
so,
sure.
Maybe they won't be so hesitant to avoid it next time. The Inferno bomb coming out there and actually burning everyone. And Mont going to hold off the side with the P90. Looking good. He finds a third. Eventually goes down, but a good hold there by Bald Krew. They had the advantage, obviously, with the guns, but, you know, that was still pretty good.
Buying those P90s, I think that's almost the perfect counter for Tech9s. Tech9s they have 32 bullets. Like, they have so many bullets. If you buy a FAMAS, you have 25 bullets. You finish your clip, what are you going to do? Pull out a USP?
Yeah,
it's got 12 bullets. I think together they almost have just about the same as a Tech9 in one go. So yeah, that P90, it's awesome. It's definitely going to...
Sprays, it's been a pretty popular buy across the board today by most teams, and it is paying off for them now. They get Mont picks up 1, he goes long range, and another short range P90 spray. The sign of some matchmaking with that P90. They are playing well, and they pick up another one. 13-5 now for Bald Krew, and they look to really put the stamp down on this match. Yeah, this gun round, the first gun round here, Hype really need to try and win it. Not only do they need to win it, they need to try and have a lot of their members survive after the round so they don't have to rebuy their weapons. If the CTs, it doesn't matter if they lose this round, they've got 13 rounds on the board. If they can take at least 3 members down, they're going to force the economy of the Ts to a really crappy position. Like, just a really terrible position. So we are looking forward to a bit of a boost here. This is very aggressive. Coming out, just going to check if anyone's coming. Not quite find anyone. Silic's going to find Nerox as he walks through the door. Does he do it? This is going to be a duel. Like they know each other's there. Come on. They saw it. Goes for the spray. And Nerox finds him. Animus still alive. A bit of an odd position, but looking to sit at the back of this corridor. Elim actually does find one with that P90, so they're still paying off in dividends. They've had him for about 3 rounds now, and they get fragged on every time. So this is working out wonders for them. We'll have to see what they can do with it. 13-5, it's looking good. Then they find the headshot. Animus through the smoke, just at the edge of it, just as it was starting to fade away. Gets that shot through. Requiem looking to come up here with the P90. It's a bit of a Mexican standoff right now. He's asking for a bit of backup from Bigfoot, and he's coming across. Be able to find anyone here. This is such a little stalemate. He turns around at the last second, gets flashed out. And then another flash coming through, but the rotation from Bigfoot secures the kill on that one. So it was a good call for that rotation. Bigfoot gonna smoke off this one. You know, there is a low health HP Nerox sitting just behind the fountain, but he does find one. Does he find a second? It got the bomb plant, you know, not to happen as well. So that was a good start. Oh, Rockford gonna come from behind. He misses the second shot. Unfortunately, he had the spray. Nowhere. Gonna have to 1v2. He's not finding it. Animus gets one. He's getting sprayed down.
Time for
out. Just enough to save that one. And Animus gonna not be able to pick up that one, but does save the gun. So that's gonna be all they can really get.
That was, remember we were talking about the fact that the T's needed to first off win the round. They didn't win the round, but they lost 4 weapons. They lost 4 weapons, and one guy survived after time, which means he got no money. They're just, I think this might be game over.
Tech 9's coming through. Tech 9 and Armor Train. The Hype Train trying to get on his tracks, but it's just not working for them. They are completely outclassed on this map at least. They look very good to get the comeback. But again, 14-5. I feel like we've seen this one before. We could see a comeback from Hype maybe. It would take a gargantuan effort from them, and I just don't think they're up to it again. They had their pizza. I think they're a bit too comfortable right now. So we'll see what they can do. Mont going to hold off this one. Will they drop in? Nerox looking to defend pretty safely against any of these. It's actually very soft. Requiem actually has the Dak. I didn't look at that one, but he does pick up his first. Going to hold this side off. Bigfoot actually gets a Tech 9 kill down there. Nerox still alive. Mont has been slain though. Rockford going to move into the site. They've got this rush coming in. Nowhere going to get that entry frag there. Hype actually takes down one. Got tagged by his teammate at one stage. Got a bit of team damage there. Looks great. But 2v3. This is the only chance the Hype have got to really sort of have a go here because, oh, they've just lost one and they're going to lose the second very shortly. So that was their chance, and they've sort of blown it a little bit. It's up to Goomba now. He has to win this round or else it is pretty much game over. He gets the first. Can he get the second? He just has to hold on and just wait for the defuse. Like, surely he knows he's coming around the right side. Just peek him, son. He gets it. Hype Gaming win their 6th round, and that's their first round for a long time. And we'll see if that can start the train back up.
Talking about the person who started the train on Mirage, who was it? Goomba.
Need to call a timeout, though. That's what they did last time. Timeout, get back into it.
Yeah, so I think in situations where you're being outplayed by individual skill, it's always better on this on the losing team to have someone on your team just lift and just bring the whole team up with individual plays of your own. And Goomba seems to be doing that quite well.
Clutches win matches. That's what happens when you get into these situations. If you get down, you've got to get those plays. Rockfoot finding his first. They do have the guns on this round. AKs against CZs and a Deagle for Mont. They've actually bought pretty expensive pistols for no armor, so we'll have to see if that works out for them. They do have the rounds to play with, of course, but I guess they thought that on Mirage too. So Animus are also finding an entry frag into this site. They're going to flash that one out. They look like they're going to drop into it. Didn't expect the guy just around the corner, but does find the return frag. Only 2 left up for the CT side here. Goomba moving into position to get some frags. Elim, not quite sure what he's going to do. Will he try and do a 5-7 play, or will he just try to find something? He's going for it. Just going to tag him through the door. Just played a real casual and just sort of
he's been spotted. He's got nothing else to win here but just try and get some guns off the tees.
We did see a 1v3 earlier in the map against Hype from one of the members of 1UP, which was really cool, but you know, I don't think that's going to replicate it today.
So just having a look at what the T's are doing, they're automatically, it's not like they're playing scared, but they know their money is just, they have nothing. They've got no more money. They need to save all 4 of these guns, drop for that other player, drop for Silex, and keep this train going.
Because they are coming back slightly. 7-14, not looking too bad. They started to win their couple of rounds, and another... Yeah, they should be able to buy.
CT should buy. They've got so many rounds on the board, as well as winning this round for them will, again, look at the money on the tees. It would almost force an egg, I think. They might be able to buy next round with a loss here.
I just think you need to stop this momentum before it gets out of
exactly.
hand.
That's right, yeah. Can't let them get too many rounds.
The last map, and this is just not what you want to happen.
Don't tell Bad Krew that. Bold Krew. Oh, now you got me saying it.
Yeah. It's influence, it's influence. But we will see these guys pushing into sight. Animus looking pretty good. Will they be able to find anyone?
Mexican standoff here.
Mexican standoff indeed. They're going for the shot. Can he see it?
I think Animus has an idea. He has an idea that someone might be around the corner.
There. Or at least he's thinking there might be someone.
Yeah.
I don't know why. No one's really played that position yet, so it's interesting he's peeking it like pretty constantly.
He is thinking there's someone around this close corner.
Yeah, I think he's ready for that one, but he's not going to be ready for the second one. I don't think he's going to get picked off because it is a strange position. You never see this one when it's played, but he doesn't even walk around to it. Mont just getting caught out. Just not finding anyone. He has to peek soon. Silix looking to find a pick down in the drop zone.
Looks like the bomb's going back though.
Bomb is going over to A.
Oh, Mont needs to just peek. He just needs to get some information here.
He needs to find something.
If he peeks and clears it out, his teammates can just stack A.
Surely they realise now, though, that it's not coming. Like, there's 30 seconds left. He hasn't seen anyone come through to this side. It has to be A now. Yeah. And they are going to push through 4 at a time. Number 4 for Silix. Looks like he's going to come from behind once they all rotate through. He's waited. And now he's going to rotate through from behind. So a couple of early kills here for the CTs. They picked up 2. This is where he rolls in. He rolls in from behind. There will be one flanking from behind again. And that is taking them all down. Could this be the end? Silix, he did get that flank on. He needs to get the bomb down. The 1v1. But the time is done.
That's unfortunate. That really is unfortunate. And he dies as well. So he dies after the time. He's got no money.
That's it.
Animus,
That's gotta be it.
He's got no... Well, 3 of their members can still buy.
They need to buy.
They're going to need to. It's on 15, so...
Oops.
So 3 rifles with head armor and 2 Tech 9s. Hey, don't count the Tech 9. Yes, isn't that right?
The same thing.
It's got more bullets.
AK.
Yeah.
It's just as good these days. I think PDG was going on about that before. He's like, yeah, just buy instead of everything. You don't even need it all. It's like, that's what it feels like these days sometimes. You run into sight and just
they've actually pushed mid.
No, we're actually getting a kill with a FAMAS. Interesting buy when there's a couple of dollars, but Rockfort getting one. Elim also finds one, goes down to Goomba. This is 3v3. Here, Goomba's pretty tagged though, so Mont holding his position again. I guess he's really fond of it.
He knows.
And this is why.
He knows. No one's checking it. So he's clearing the corner, make sure there's no one else.
That was just great play. Mont, just being the absolute troll that he is, has just held that side. But it also, got them the numbers that they needed. They knew exactly no one was coming to help him.
Well, he didn't see the bomb, so there was no over-rotation. They still have someone in drop, so that's Requiem.
Only Goomba left on 19 HP. It's looking like this might be the end for Hype. They've had a good run, managing to come back, but Goomba does find one.
Should you count out Goomba?
I don't know. Goomba is pretty good. We'll see how he goes. What? No way. How did he get that one? So it's up to him, but he's only got 20 seconds. So he does have the opportunity to plant, though. Can he find through the smoke? Is he going to do it? Goes for the fake.
He has the time.
Could have done it, though.
No, he has the time to fake that.
Oh!
That was a good shot by Nerox.
Luckily, he was tagged so low because it wasn't a headshot, but good finale there.
I'm really glad that Goomba tried to actually go for the battle because he's been playing so well. He played so well in that whole match.
Wow, you saw those last 2 shots. They were fantastic.
Yeah.
On the previous 2.
Yeah, so
that was a good win there from Bold Krew.
Yeah,
and
taking it 2-1.
That means they advanced to the final.
Yeah, and the other semi as well. 1UP defeated Yes Dad in 2 maps. I think it was Dust 2 Inferno. Not sure the scores, but what we've got now is a pretty awesome map. I'm pretty sure this is actually the first and second seed from the whole comp facing in the grand final. 1UP versus Ball Krew. I think it's going to be
the first seed of both groups.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So that is exactly what you expect at the end of the day, and that's exactly how it's come through. I did say that earlier in the day, but Ball Krew were going to be very good to watch, and after seeing 1UP and Hype play, I thought that might have been a stronger group. Ball Krew showing that they can really put down when they need to. That's
right, yeah. They are a good team. They are probably the most active. The core of that team is the most active people in this field. But 1UP, yeah, they've got the team aspect. They've got the aim to back it up as well. Something we only saw from a couple players in Hype, or just inconsistently from all the players in Hype. So yeah, Bold Krew and 1UP. I think it's going to be an awesome final.
Well, it will be an awesome final, guys. I hope you can join us. We're having a bit of a break now and get all these guys into game and ready to go. So we'll be doing a 10-minute break. I've seen from the producer, and we'll be back very soon at Guff Brisbane. Hopefully you can join us then.
See ya.